Hello, good morning. Day 75 of my 365-day running challenge. My name is Mark and I want to welcome you all to beautiful Cancun in New Mexico. Here we are. The sun is about to come up. It's daybreak and got 2 days left, folks, before my first race. Pretty excited, although I'm going to treat the race more as another training session with a whole lot of people running with me. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's a beautiful morning, folks, so I'm going to get stuck into my warm-up now. 600-meter walk and then some stretches, and then I'm going to do a run. Not sure what I'm going to do yet, but you'll find out when I come back. See you soon. 2 days out from a race, a lot of people get it wrong in terms of their preparation, and it doesn't just start 2 days out from the race, of course. So this morning I did a nice easy 7 kilometers, and at kilometer 5 I threw in a 4-minute 24 kilometer. Now, given that I run usually around 5:10, 5:15 pace per kilometer, a 4:24 is a good effort, and that felt really good for 1k. I can't hold that for race distance, unfortunately, not yet. I'll be able to in the future. So let's go and talk about race strategy, because I know a lot of fun runners, beginners, and even intermediates screw up their race strategy, and it takes the shine a little bit off their whole running experience. So let's go and talk about it. Often the hardest thing for a runner to do is to keep their ego in check, and I'm no different. Over the years I've done so many races where I started off way too fast, and you get to pay for it in the end, that's for sure. So in this video I wanted to talk about race strategy and give some tips on how you can prepare better for races. Now, race strategy doesn't start the week of the race. You need to be planning months, weeks and days out from the race, because really your race result is going to be determined by the training that you're doing and how well your training's going. So if you're someone that doesn't put a lot of emphasis into your training, meaning if you don't schedule your training and have different sessions to improve your running, then typically your races are going to reflect what you do in training. As far as if you just go out and run every day at the same pace, the same distance, the same course, you're going to get the same results, right? So you've got to change it up. And if you're somebody that's including interval sessions and speed work and strength training into your program, then you're going to see benefits as you go forward. So case in point, 75 days ago when I started this challenge, I couldn't run faster than 6 minutes 20 per kilometer. Today I ran a 4-minute 24k in amongst a whole lot of 5.5-minute Ks, and I hope my race pace on Sunday is going to be somewhere around 5 minutes to 5 minutes 05 a kilometer. So a big improvement in just 75 days of training, going from nothing. So if you're patient and if you realize and understand exactly what your training schedule is and what your ability is, then you can have a good race day. So be very realistic. That's the first point I'd make in terms of understanding what you're capable of doing right now. In every single race you go in, there's going to be people around you that are fatter and faster, who have been running longer for you, who have faster shoes than you, who feel better on the day than you, who are younger than you, who are older than you. There's going to be so many reasons why those people around you are going to beat you in the race, and you need to get over it, because it's always going to be the case unless you're Eliud Kipchoge. So focus on yourself and be realistic with your own goals. So I'm going into this race on Sunday. It's a 9-kilometer road race here in Cancun. It's still pretty hot. We're going to be racing in probably 24, 25 degrees Celsius. and I'm hoping to get away with something around about 47 minutes. That's going to be my goal based on my training and what I've been doing so far. My personal best is less than that, but I'm setting a realistic goal because then I can not over focus on the speed that I'm running, and if I happen to get a personal best on the weekend, then I'll be extremely happy by it. So that's the mentality I'm using going into this race. I've been training for 75 days. I know where I've come from with over 6 minutes a kilometre, and I'm down to around 5 minutes a kilometre. 5 9s are 45, so if I do hit around 5, I'm going to be somewhere around 45, 46 minutes. So that's the rationale I'm going into this race. Now, if I've got that in my mind and I'm comfortable and at peace with that, when you get to the race and you've got the adrenaline and you start to think, oh, I can run faster today and I'm going to be able to sustain it, you won't be able to. So it's best that you already talk yourself out of that stuff and get ready for the actual race day. So go back over your training log and your journals and have a look at where you've come from, how you're feeling, what some of your sessions have been like, and you'll know within pretty much 30 seconds of the time that you're going to run in your particular race, whether it be 1k, 5k, 10k, half marathon or marathon, or even further. And always set a realistic goal, because the thing that you want to achieve from your race is to come away feeling good. You want to feel as though you've achieved something, because you don't race every day. And if you come away disappointed and you don't hit the targets that you thought you wanted to, then you'll start off being dejected in the next sessions of your training, and that's the last thing you want to do. You want to keep the motivation going. So I'm going in with a very realistic goal. I'm also going in with an expectation that this is going to give me a benchmark. It's going to teach me where I am in terms of other competitors of my age group who I'm racing. So I'll understand I'm not expecting to win my age group. I'm not even expecting to get on the podium in this race because it's my first one. So it'll give me a very good gauge though where I am in terms of my overall competitiveness against similar aged people. And that's something I'm going to be looking at going forward. So there's a whole lot of things that might help you in terms of your race strategy. And don't forget nutrition in there as well. Don't be going and starting using some new gels or some new energy drink that you have never tried in training or anything on the day. You might get to the race and they've got sponsors there with all this new stuff, and you start plumbing this down before the race, and before you know it, you've got gut problems and you're not feeling well. So stay to your program, stay to your tried and tested equipment, and don't wear new gear on race day. Make sure you're wearing something that you're familiar with, you know how it feels against your body. It's not going to itch, it's not going to give you a rash, it's not going to pull at you, it's not going to be too tight. All those little things are really important when it comes to your race strategy. So remember that for race day as well. No new equipment, no new food and nutritional habits. Stick to your proven process and what works for you every other day of your training, and I can guarantee you that you'll have a better experience by doing that. So there's some racing strategy tips. I hope it works for you. Let me know in your comments if you've got anything in particular that you focus on when you go into your races. I'm sticking to all my tried and proven processes over the last 75 days. Tomorrow's my last day. I go and pick up my race kit and pack and everything tomorrow. So I'll do a very light run in the morning with maybe a couple of strides involved, and then that'll be it until race day on Sunday morning. So 2 days to go, folks. Super excited, and let me know if you've got a race coming up soon. There's lots of races happening around the world at the moment of all kinds of different distances. Let me know what distance you're focusing on at the moment. I'm doing this 9k because I'm running every day as part of my running challenge, and 9k's is a good distance for me to test myself over. Okay, time to go off and do some exciting stuff today. Make sure that if you like my videos, hit the old subscribe button and get on board, follow the journey. There's going to be lots of exciting races and running things coming up in the future on this channel. So have a good day, stay fit, stay healthy, and don't forget, go for a run. See you again tomorrow, day 76.